People, hello, how are we? Hopefully we are all doing well. I'm Tom. Let's talk about Daniel Dubois versus Filip Hrgovic. It's a really good fight, one I can't wait for. I think it was rumoured to be for the IBF, wasn't it? And I just don't think that's going to happen. Look, it might. It's Tuesday, but it is also fight week. And I think the ball needs to be rolling in motion now for it to be for the IBF. And it just isn't. Now, that's not to say it's not going to be a good fight, because I think it still will be a good fight. But I think what that's going to do is it will eliminate both of those fighters as a potential AJ opponent. Because I think ultimately AJ's only going to fight either of those two if they have a belt to bring to the table, which they're not going to. That's a sad truth of it. And I think looking at that means that if the winner wins, they don't really gain an awful lot. If you're Daniel Dubois, you do. Filip Hrgovic doesn't. It's just a top fight at the top level, which is reason enough to fight, don't get me wrong. And looking at the fight, well, I know that there's a lot of talk about this old spar that happened way back when, where Filip Hrgovic apparently put a bit of a beating on Daniel Dubois. Now, of course you take merit in that, of course you listen to it, and it probably did happen, but let's have it right. Filip Hrgovic, by pretty much all accounts, is somebody you don't want to spar. Apparently he was given David Haye issues. Apparently he's given, when David Haye was put out, he was part of the reason for that. Apparently he was given Deontay Wilder a bit of a harsh time in sparring, and obviously now he's given Daniel Dubois a bit of a harsh time in sparring. So according by all accounts, he's a tough cookie to spar. That said, it's also sparring, so everything you hear both about sparring, because it is rumours, but also anything that does happen in sparring, you got to take with a pinch of salt, because sparring isn't the real thing. And I know that you should spar, and sparring's a very good indicator, right? Sparring's a very good indicator, but sparring isn't the real thing. And I can tell you, as somebody that's done boxing, it does make a difference. It does hold a difference, and that's something that's important not to overlook. And looking again closer at this fight, we've got Daniel Dubois, who's probably, you could certainly make a case for a top 5 heavyweight. And I'd say he's a top 10. I don't think he's top 5. I think there's a case to be made, but I don't think he is. But I'd say he's a top 10. Filip Hrgovic has a stronger case at top 5, and again is a top 10. So I think it is a bit of a pick 'em fight. I think it is a bit of a close, maybe not 50-50, but it is a bit of a pick 'em fight. I think genuine 50-50 is probably, you're looking more at the main event, well, not the main event, but the Zhang Wilder fight. This one's not that. I think Hrgovic does go in a favourite. And I think there's reasons for that, right? I think I look at the Dubois fight, and I think he's just been thrown to the wolves a bit here. I think he's coming off the back of a loss to Usyk, which is fair enough because it's Usyk, and then a win to Jarrell Miller. But Jarrell Miller wasn't impressive. Like, let's be honest, I picked Dubois to win that fight because I just don't think Miller, since coming back, has been an impressive fighter. I haven't seen it. For me, he's done nothing. I haven't seen this top level world beater, world challenger, title winner fighter. Not that Miller ever was that, but I didn't see it. I thought Dubois beat him, and he did. And it was, I think that win would have done leaps and bounds for his career, but not enough. I think you need another 2 fights before you step back up to the plate again. So I don't think that alone, I don't think it's going to be enough. We've just seen him lose quite handily to an Usyk, who's very good, but doesn't mean you got another seat straight back at the table, in my opinion. And I think Hrgovic, look at his wins, look, less than convincing. You got a Zhang, who had a less than convincing win against, and a Mark Demori and a Dempsey McKean. Now, Mark Demori we can write off. I don't really count that because he just turned up to get paid. Dempsey McKean was quite an impressive win. He's a good fighter, quite an impressive win. And Zhang was a very impressive win, because look, we can all sit there and go, Zhang was coming off a long layoff, which he was, and he still struggled to beat him, which he did. But Zhang's been proven to be a very good heavyweight. And Hrgovic swallowed his punches, came through his punches, and was able to get the job done after his dad had died. And that's what people overlook, is it's actually that Zhang win's quite an impressive win, controversial or not. And I just look at that side by side and I go, I think Hrgovic wins. And I don't think it's that close a call. I think Hrgovic will beat him. I don't think he'll get knocked out, but I can see Hrgovic making Dubois do what Usyk made him do, and making Dubois do what Joyce made him do, and making him quit. I don't think he will. I think it will go to points. I think it'll go to points, and I think Hrgovic is just the better fighter. And when it comes down to it, Hrgovic is better than Dubois, and it'll make him want to quit, but go to the final bell, and that'll be it. It'll be a Dubois win. A Hrgovic win. But you let me know your thoughts, people. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I'm being unfair there. Maybe I'm missing something quite crazy out. But I just don't think I am. And I think when you look at it, Hrgovic has the more impressive wins against the more impressive opponents, and he's got that time at the top, which Dubois doesn't have. But you let me know your thoughts, people. I look forward to seeing it. Fight's coming around. That's my prediction. I think Hrgovic beats Dubois on points. Let me know if you're saying something different. Look forward to seeing it. Thank you so much for watching, people. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know how YouTube works, people. Peace.